Hi, this is EZmath&Science. I just received a question about uh, how to find the domain of an irrational function. So I'm gonna answer to that particular person, and hopefully other people can find it helpful as well. So first of all, we're gonna talk about what is an irrational function. So irrational function is like any function that has the independent variable under the root symbol. So what do I mean by independent variable? So let's say you have a function f of x. So if x happens to be under the root, it's an irrational function. Let's say the function instead of f of x is f of y. If y happens to be under the root, it's an irrational function. So now that we understand what an irrational function is, so what is the domain of a function? So the domain of a function is actually the input of a function. It's like all the values that are possible as an input of the function. Let's say you're making a dish. So all the ingredients that you need for that particular dish that needs to go into the dish to make it accurate, so that will be the considered as the domain of that dish. So hopefully that helps you understand what is the domain of the function. So now I'm gonna answer the particular question, and hopefully other people can find it helpful as well as the person that asked me the question. So I was asked how to find the domain of 5x over square root of x plus 3. So what is the solution to that problem? So the solution to this problem is x belonging to all real numbers, so that x is greater than -3. So why is the answer is all real numbers, not all real numbers, but all real numbers, so that x is greater than -3. Why x needs to be greater than -3? X needs to be greater than -3 for two reasons. First of all, if x is equal to -3 and we input it into the function, the denominator will be equal to 0. So you would have square root of 0, which is 0, so that then the function itself will become indeterminate because you have the root in the denominator. So you would have -3 plus 3, 0. So that would be an indeterminate function. So you don't want that. And also, all the values below 3 cannot be part of the function as well, cannot be an input of the function, because if let's say instead of -3 you have -7, if -7 replace x, you would have -7 plus 3 here, and you would have a -4 under the radical, and you don't want that because then that would become like a complex number, and you would have to use I squared to actually solve the function. So that is why the answer to the question is all real numbers except for the values between -3 and under negative. So that was all. I hope you guys found it helpful, and hopefully that will help you in your other exercises that are similar to that. Thank you.